You've got to be kidding me about some of these numbers. We're going to be talking about Social Security, SSDI, SSI, and Medicare. We're also going to be talking about some new information in regards to what the president will be announcing tomorrow. And we're also going to be talking about the massive pileup of all of these container ships off the coast of California and all around the world. All of that plus more in this video. Let's get into this right away. But really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as things are changing very rapidly right now, and I'm here for you each and every day with all of the latest updates, as I'm literally doing research all day, every single day, boiling it all down into these short videos and delivering them to you a few times each and every day, so you can stay tuned with everything going on and ultimately getting all of the money and benefits you're possibly eligible to receive with all of these changes that are taking place. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe down below, and please remember I am here on your team helping you out in any way that I can. All right, let's get into this. So one quick note, on my video earlier today, I saw a few comments from people saying, hey, what happened to your fancy Hawaiian type shirts? Well, you know, it's actually getting kind of cold out now, at least where I am anyway, so I put those away, and it's going to be transitioning into a little bit different theme. So as we speak right now, I have Corey out at the store, and I told her to buy any and all shirts she can find for me that may be a little bit festive going into the colder months. So this is a little bit of a transition for my attire anyway, but Corey, hopefully she comes back with some pretty good finds. So I'll keep you posted, and stay watching so that you can stay tuned with my new little outfits that I'll have soon. By the way, the shirts that I have throughout the summer like that, those Hawaiian shirts, I do donate all those, by the way. I have like 30 of them. I donate them every year. I take them out, donate them, and then next year I'll go out and buy a whole new pile of them so that we have a new fresh pile of shirts. So anyway, sorry about that, but I wanted to give you a quick little heads up because some people have been asking what happened to your shirts. So anyway, let's get into the content here. So I have a lot of different numbers in this video. In fact, we could probably call this video the video of numbers. I don't know why. I basically talk about numbers in all of my videos, but there's a lot of interesting numbers in this video. All right, so I've actually been doing a lot more research on pretty much everything, as I always do, and I've been coming across more information recently out of the Senior Citizens League. Now remember them. They're the ones who are advocating for this $1,400 stimulus check. Actually, as I told you over the weekend, it is really crazy to see how many people and groups are coming out right now as a result of the last 10 or so days after the last inflation report came out. And we're literally seeing so many different groups. I mean, it is all over in all of this information that I'm looking through right now. There are so many articles and reports and different things coming out right now talking about stimulus checks. It's like this massive push for stimulus checks. So anyway, one thing that I came across as far as the Senior Citizens League is going, remember, they're the ones that are really pushing hard right now for that $1,400 stimulus check, specifically focused on Social Security, SSDI, SSI, fixed income beneficiaries, essentially, is what it comes down to. About 69 million people. But according to what they're saying, 25% of elderly and disabled people are actually experiencing food insecurity right now. Seriously, 25% of people basically living on fixed incomes are suffering from food insecurity. What that means is basically not having enough food at the end of the week, at the end of the month, just simply not having enough food. That's a really sad and scary situation. So the push continues to go on for these $1,400 stimulus checks. I was also playing around with some other numbers, and I want to lay this out for you really quickly here. We're not going to go into too much detail here, but I want to lay this out for you. So a couple months ago, well, actually it was probably about a month and a half ago, I was out in a video talking about the difference between the COLA in 2021 and the Medicare Part B premium increases. The spread was 2.07%, as in Medicare Part B premiums were a little over two times higher than the COLA raise in 2021. Check this out. In 2022, the COLA raise is 5.9%, as we all know, because we've talked about it many times, and the Medicare Part B premium is 14.5%. Well, if we run the numbers on this, the actual raise to the Medicare Part B premium is 2.45 times larger than the COLA raise. So, does anybody have any questions as far as why the COLA never really gets anybody anywhere? Well, check out these numbers. You get the COLA, 5.9%. the Medicare Part B premium is 2.45 times larger than that. So basically, they're taking the vast majority of the COLA in the Medicare Part B premium. Again, just wanted to lay that out there for you. I was playing with some numbers, as I always do, and I thought, wow, seriously? That is, like, you've got to be kidding me. Seriously, that's exactly what I thought when I ran the numbers on this, and I thought, seriously, you've got to be kidding me. There's no way. I mean, this is, the cost of living adjustment is supposed to adjust for all of the cost of living throughout the coming year, right? Not only for Medicare Part B premium. So maybe somebody should reach out to the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services and be like, hey, check it out. You're actually not supposed to take the entire COLA every single year. You know what I mean? So anyway, they probably recognize that. They know that. But I'm just saying, just kind of interesting how, unfortunately, a large portion of the COLA actually gets eaten up by the Medicare Part B premium. But either way, there's a lot of pushes right now for a fourth stimulus check. And honestly, now that this stimulus package is in the Senate right now, pretty much anything can happen, right? So let's keep rolling here, because as of my last video earlier, a few hours ago, I got more information as far as what the president may be announcing tomorrow. Now, in my video earlier, I said the president will be out announcing something tomorrow. We're not quite sure. They didn't really tell us anything. All that we saw is that the president will be out tomorrow addressing the American people. And it's like, okay, about what? Well, here's what I found since then. There was actually a little bit of an update just a short time ago. So it looks like one of the announcements that will be coming out tomorrow out of the president is he's going to be tapping into the Strategic Petroleum, sorry, this is like really hard for me to say for some reason, Strategic Petroleum Reserves. So as we all know, the United States has these petroleum reserves. Essentially, they tap into these to reduce gas prices, and in the event that we can't get oil imported into our country. Well, the president may be coming out tomorrow actually announcing that they're going to be tapping into these reserves to help lower gas prices going forward. Now, this has happened previously over years, and it doesn't really affect the gas price all that much. Maybe 20 cents, maybe 30, maybe 50 at the absolute most, but it doesn't really do a whole lot to alleviate the gas price whole issues that are going on. But according to one of the reports that I saw shortly after I published that video a few hours ago, it looks like the president may be coming out tomorrow also addressing the United States that they may be tapping into these reserves to help lower gas prices. Now, here's the thing. The national average right now is about $3.50 a gallon of gas right now. In fact, unfortunately, according to some of the reports that I've been seeing out there, there's a lot of people who, number one, first off, can't even afford Thanksgiving dinners because everything is so inflated right now. You can't even afford the meal. But then not only that, there's a lot of other people out there, like a large percentage of Americans. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't remember the percentage that I saw. It was a large percentage of Americans who are literally not even doing anything this Thanksgiving because they can't afford even the gas to put into the car to drive across the state, to drive across state lines, whatever it happens to be, to go see their family. Sad. I mean, seriously, really? That's what we're getting into now? I mean, what is this time coming to? Seriously, what is it coming to these days? Not a good situation, but we can anticipate some information out of the president tomorrow, and, maybe it'll lower the gas price, but here's the thing. It's a little too late because here's the thing. It's not going to lower the gas price within the next 3 days. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while to offset the supply-demand ratio as far as lowering gas prices. So that's how it typically happens, right? It's literally a function of supply and demand. Open up the reserves, you flood the market with supply, and that ultimately lowers prices, but it takes a very long time for that to happen, right? Yeah, so anyway, let's move on to talk about these container ships quickly. This is interesting as well. As of Friday, there were 71 container ships anchored off the coast of California, with another 17 in transit expected to arrive today or any day right about now. So, wow, I mean, seriously, they cannot get ahead over there off the coast of California with all of these container ships. Prior to 2020, it was unlikely that any ships would ever anchor off the coast of California. According to the reports that I was finding, they said it was a rare day if ships would ever anchor off of California. They would basically just come right in, go straight to the port, and they would never even anchor. And now we have 71, and like I said, 17 in transit, which should be arriving like right now, today. Actually, in the report, they said arriving in 3 days as of Friday. Well, check it out. 3 days after Friday would be like right now, right? So, yeah, they should be getting there like right now. So, yeah, they're having a hard time getting ahead. So, this is what's going on with the supply chain issue. Not only that, check this out. In a separate report I saw, across the United States, Europe, and Asian ports right now, there are over 500 container ships anchored off the coast of ports right now, right here, right now, across the United States, European countries, and Asian countries. 500 container ships. Is that an issue or what? I mean, seriously? I don't know what it was prior to 2020, but the point is, the report that I was reading about this was making a huge deal about 500 container ships. To me, that sounds like a lot. Again, maybe it's all relative. I'm not really sure, but to me, and according to what they were saying in this report, it sounds like that is massive. Okay, one more thing. I didn't really have plans on talking about this, but I'll quickly, briefly talk about this. And again, I know this is a very controversial topic. I'm just going to make it quick. Simply, this is just what I'm finding out there right now. But across the Midwest states right now, mostly like Colorado, Idaho, it looks like, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, all of these states are experiencing some massive, massive surges in COVID cases right now. In fact, a few states like Colorado are in, their hospitals are in crisis mode. And all of these other states that I mentioned, like Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota, are on the brink of crisis mode when it comes to their hospitals. So, kind of an interesting thing, and a lot of experts right now are saying that we're entering into a very bleak winter season with everything going on as far as COVID goes, and we could be seeing some massive surges here coming over the coming months here, coming weeks and couple months here as we get into the holiday seasons. So, wow, I mean, seriously, we're going into the third year of this. Already, seriously, we're going to be breaching year number 3 here once we turn the calendar on 2022. It'll be year number 3 already. Wow. I mean, seriously, right? Who expected we'd be doing with all this stuff this long into this, right? I thought a lot of us probably last year going into the summer, we thought, we'll be over this by summer. Yeah, right? Here we are a year and a half later, and we're still talking about this, and it sounds like it's going to be going on for a lot longer. So, wow, a lot of stuff going on out there. Anyway, this is what I have for you right now. I hope you're doing well. Please stay warm out there. Very cold where I am. Stay safe out there with everything going on, but ultimately make sure you're subscribed by hitting the button right down below the video. Leave your comments and questions down below, as I am still drawing people for those weekly little stimulus checks going out every single week, as well as the code words that I'm embedding in my videos. Which, by the way, if you're still watching, why don't we just throw one down right here, right now? I had no plans on doing this, but why not since I'm talking about it? Let's embed a code word right here, right now. Let's make it be pen. I'm holding a pen right now, so let's make it be pen. P-E-N is the code word. So, kind of random, but anyway, if you leave a comment down below and you have the code word pen, P-E-N, anywhere within your comment, when I use the random comment generator, 2 hours after I post this video, I'll go down into the comment section. I'll choose, let's say, 3 people. I'll choose 3 people. I'll use the random comment generator to choose some comments. If within your comment anywhere you have the random code word pen in it, I'll reach out to you and say, hey, you've won, and I'll send you out $100 for yourself. So, again, no restrictions. You can spend it on whatever you want. Honestly, I don't really care. Do whatever you see fit. You know what's best for your situation. You know how to spend the money that's best for you. I just want to do whatever I can to help you out. And as a result of the amazing sponsors and the generous sponsors here on the channel, it's because of them that makes it all possible to do these little stimulus checks and these special code words. So again, I wish you the best of luck. Leave those comments down below. Subscribe to the channel. Leave, I already said that. Go back and check out some of the other videos here on the channel. And of course, share them with your friends, family, and social media. Thanks again. I'll catch you again later. I hope this one helps you out, and I'll see